Onyx Nova Cosplay, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make cosplays, crafts, and other weird crap. And today I'm going to show you how I made this fake knife based off of Ghostface from the movie Scream. Well, movies. I don't know, there's like a bajillion of them. But one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. There's been some misses and some hits, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to show you how I made this knife, and plus this project is an upcycle. So there's technically a part 1 that I made a few years ago. I'll leave a link to it in the description on how I made the base of this knife. But if you want to stick through the rest of this video, I will show you how I made it. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy watching me make this cool Scream knife. So anyway, let's get started. Jumping right into this though, the blade you see before you is actually my Alice Madness Returns Vorpal blade. I will have a link in the description down below for how I made this. Now mind you, I will give you a fair warning. I made this video a few years ago, so the flow is not quite the same as it is now. I hadn't quite found my groove and it's a little awkward. But you can still check it out, get an idea if nothing else, for making your own or for making something similar. So what you see me doing here is cutting down the side of the blade to give it a slimmer edge. And honestly, I couldn't think of another way to do this that wasn't just hacking at the edges that wouldn't involve me just remaking the entire blade from scratch. And I didn't want to do that. So here you see me absolutely hacking the heck out of this blade. Now, I probably could have done this in a smarter way, even for the method that I chose. I tried using a bigger blade, I tried using a smaller blade. It didn't matter. I really just had to find an angle and go for it. Now, if you're going to do a similar method of shaving it down once it's made or something like that, you can sand it if you want it to be smoother or cleaner. I didn't care. This is probably most likely just going to be hanging on my wall and maybe go to like a convention or two. So I wasn't really worried about it being super pretty. It's for me. All right, it's for me. I don't care about it looking neat. It's just, I think it's cool. I think it's neat, damn it. Next up, what you see me do is just paint the entire thing black. I just painted all a solid matte black. All paints I use in almost every single one of my videos, unless otherwise specified, is Apple Barn paint. So you know I covered that bad boy in some black Apple Barn paint and just moved on with my life. And then once that black fully dried, it was time for me to choose the side that I wanted to draw the face on and get to sketching. I absolutely just freehanded this bad boy. I pulled up a picture on Pinterest, I believe, and was like, that's a good approximation, and then just started sketching. Now, if you want it to be exactly based off the mask, you can print off a picture, and then what I would do is just trace it from the picture. Whether you do a projector would be a little dramatic for something this small, but just tracing paper would probably do the same thing. And I don't use those methods. I don't have a good tracing method to give you. My apologies. I just kind of freehand and wing everything. So I just went ahead, sketched that bad boy out so I could have the shape of the ghost face mask, and then I painted it white. Again, Apple Barn paint, just white. Went to town, tracing it out. Now, mind you, all of the footage in this is sped up at least 2 or 3 times speed. Some of them I think get up to 4 or 5 times speed, so you're not just sitting here watching me do something all day. But I went ahead and sped it up. The real time took a lot longer. I just didn't feel like making you suffer through watching me try to laboriously paint these edges. So once the white was all dried, I went in and added the little wrinkles that his mask has, as well as covering up all the pencil marks that were from my sketch, so that way it was completely one solid black and white piece. You'll notice some of these lines are a little thick on the face. I do go back and cover those up with some white, and it's a lot of back and forth with white paint, black paint, white paint, black paint. There is probably a better way to do this if you did use a stencil or something. But like I said, I'm just freehanding it, just going for it, so. I also cleaned up the edges where the white paint got on the side of the blade, so that way there was no white leaking over onto the main blade part. So next up, I took my metallic black paint and I got a little bit of that out, and then I got some of these squeezy tubes. I think these are technically like glue, like glitter glue tubes. I've had them for so long that I don't have the packaging that they were in anymore. I don't remember what they were originally for. But I mixed the metallic paint and some of the glitter, and I used that to cover the entire black part of the blade. So the handle, the blade itself, in the mask area, all of it got a couple of coats of this shiny glitter paint to cover all of it up. And then once that was dry, I did a similar thing with white. Now, I did not have like a metallic white paint to use as a base, and I think what I should have done was just use the glitter glue itself instead of trying to mix it with that paint to get more glitter and less paint, but it's too late now, I can't go back. Plus, it still has a bit of a shine to it, so I still think it looks pretty nice. I will say though, if you want yours to just be much shinier, I would say just get straight up glitter, or like the glitter glue, and just put it on the white paint directly instead of trying to mix them in together, because you can see here that it just kind of like has a faint shine to it, but it's not like a crazy big shine. And after a lot of back and forth of cleaning up lines and putting glitter on here, it is now time for the reveal. I really like how this little blade turned out. Like I said, this is just a prop for me to carry around. I'll probably end up hanging it in my house somewhere. But I had a lot of fun making this and revamping an old project that I never thought I would touch again. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Leave a comment down below if you would make a knife like this or with another slasher. I've seen people make versions of this with Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. So let me know who you would put on your knife. I'd love to know. Also, let me know if you think I should add blood to this. It was kind of pretty with all the glitter, so I wasn't sure if I should add blood, if it should be realistic looking, if it should be like pretty gems like those necklaces people make. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Or things like that. But let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video where I make this little guy. So stay tuned for next week. I'm trying to make videos for all of Halloween, so I hope you enjoy and have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye.